Hi and welcome to Lifestyle Podcast. My name is Mafokate and we are back on Lifestyle League. And namhlanje, our guest is none other than Babu Eric Nhlanhla Shelembe. Sawubona baba.
Yeah, sanibona ninjani niyaphila.
Hey, I like the voice. I was watching one of your interviews and you were going like this, ngithi mara God, why didn't you give me this voice? You understand? Like umzwakhe ngithi sawubona baba, sawubona.
Tumelani.
Baba Eric, how are you?
Hayi ngiyaphila. Ngiyabonga kakhulu nje ukuthi ngibe ngigcine lifestyle. Ngihlale ngibona la komabonakude.
Yeah.
Bangazi ukuthi ngoze ngibe la nami.
Yes. No,
so kuyintokozo nje. I'm very glad to be part of this.
Siyabonga driving all the way from KZN.
Yeah.
You know, and but you chose ukuthi wathi awufuna ukuflya. Ngathi what if ufana nami usabe flight? Because mina ngiyayisaba flight.
No, ukuthi bengihamba nebandla.
Okay.
So once you move in the crew, yeah.
Asishayeleni ibandla. Can I expose one of the people in the
So
band?
no, those two guys, one of my son, so he was assisting the driver to drive from all the way, because safety is very important. So
uyafana nami, you see nami lo muntu beka busy athi 5321 is my son as well.
Yeah.
So
because you know that long distance, you need to work on the road as well. You know,
along the way,
keep on phoning people that keep on phoning. They need the attention, you know. And other guy is one of my driver, the best driver. Unfortunately, I'm running the taxis as well.
no one
He's the best driver. He's the best driver. He won how many years? 4 years, eh?
4 years
For the best driver. For the best driver.
Igama lakhe?
His name is Richmond.
Richmond, yazi mina ngifuna expose omunye la lo muntu ongafuna ukumexpose. So siphethe nepresident yesifsa uJoyembe wana asimsheleni izandla.
Cha bengisazomusha.
She doesn't want to be interviewed though.
But
we need to
bengisazomusha.
expose her ukuthi president of the whole cultural and creative industry doesn't want to be interviewed.
Yeah, but that other one guy, his name is Nhlanhla. That other one guy.
Nhlanhla
is one of our PR. Is one of our PR.
Okay.
Because each and everything is what you're doing, especially to publicize. You need some people like this, because not from KZN only, radio station, TV.
Oh yes.
He's the one who let me communicate with other stations as well to make our job easier.
Nhlanhla, siyabonga for bringing all of them here. I mean, I'm just excited, but I'm also
Mina ke nguNhlanhla Shelembe nje ubusushela.
Yeah, no. Asimsheleni izandla futhi. So, let's start from the beginning. Who is Eric Nhlanhla Shelembe? Ubuyaphi?
uNhlanhla Shelembe ubuya endaweni esemkhambathini KZN, kuthiwa iseBhobhonono. I grew up. I've got a very bad background when it's come to parents. There's some other story that I want to talk about it, because it's encouraging people that, because the storyteller is everywhere. That you've been in prison, you know. It's like you're telling the new generation that if you want to start life, you must start there. But I don't want to talk about that now.
Oh, ngiyakuthola ukuthi kanjani, because if you say to somebody, I've been in prison, and look at where I am today, you are saying to them,
I'm encouraging people, because if you look at the TikTok, most of the people they're talking about that. I'm not to say it's a bad thing to say, to talk about it, but to me, it's like we explain somebody that if you want to learn lesson, you must start somewhere else before you learn.
So, uyabona manje ngiyabuyela kule prison. Ufike kanjani ku prison?
No, if you grow up, because at the age of 15 years, I didn't have parents. I remember my background, of course, sisters. You see, you only to find that you need to support him. You're underage.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
And your family is
reliable. And the family is there. And my father had a stepfather. He didn't have time to look after ours, me and my families, because we had stepfather. I lost my mother. I didn't know when I lost it. It was 1979. I don't know where she even now. But I believe that he passed away. I believe that I passed away.
Oh, because nimfunile yonke
Yeah,
indawo.
well, I've tried my best. But by the time I didn't have cents, even 1 cent, even to support me and my family. You know how too difficult it is. You search your parents and you don't know where she.
So manje manikhuliswa stepfather, are you staying with another mom?
We're staying with another mom and
Okay.
impilo engekho right ngoba even the other mom he had 2 daughters as well, you know. Ube uthisha yena.
So ningaki endlini manje?
Says 6 because I had 4 sisters as well.
And it's tough.
And it's tough, you know.
But you mentioned 1979, meaning it was even during the days of apartheid.
Yeah, even during the days of apartheid. Then after that, one of my family, uTatabogama, sister of her mother of your sister or something like that.
Yona leyo.
Yona leyo.
And namhlanje uzongishaya ngesizulu
Yeah. Ngifuna usazi isiZulu, masilene isiZulu. Thina as a Zulu, we think it's only the official language in the
Yeah, I do. Mafika lapho noma wenza interview kuKhosi FM.
Yeah, uthiwa hey, khuluma isiZulu baba.
Ngicela kakhulu the Kansas City kuKhosi FM.
Yeah, but after that bangithatha bangise ehlobeni ukuthi ngikwazi ukuqhubeka ngifunde, yabo. One of the families that were looking after me, the family for Hlophe's family, uTotoboga mama wam, yabona. They had shops, but he can't do anything because he got a husband. He need to ask his husband if I can join them or not. Unfortunately, these people they are a very good family. They look after me in order to go to school. Even though I didn't finish, I went to Mbongolwane, was Ruland. They pushed me there as well in order to Kumalo's family. They look after me up to grade 5, you know. After that, I didn't look it back.
Mara bengekho grade 5 ngaleso sikhathi.
Standard 5.
Okay.
Standard 5.
Yeah, because
Saint
ngiyazi
grade
mina
5,
grade
standard
angimazi mina ngenza standard.
Standard 5, yeah. Ngoba uqinisele kwakhona no form 1 ngoba sasuka lapha saka form 1.
Thina senza bu form 1.
Form 1, form 2.
Abayazi laba, aniyazi form 1.
And phela qala mawufunda standard 5 or usukufundile. So we were educated, yeah.
Ngayosebenza
We had still a certificate for standard 5. So yeah,
so it's right
you can be a police or something. Yeah, one. I had grade 5. Then after that, I didn't look it back. Then after that, I said, no. The best thing to do, let me try to push myself.
But to panda
ngaleyo ndlela. Then me look back that how's my family, because they got their history and you can't judge anybody, you see. And after that, I saw one of the guy, Mr. Maris, who was looking for the garden boy. Then I was a garden boy at Westville. That guy, he was got business, Jen Natal. He used to, what you call it, it's construction.
Yeah, I was going to say Jen construction.
Yeah, it's a construction, you know.
And ngaleso sikhathi awukayi ejele?
Angakayi
Okay.
And because I look after the cars. I was very good for the cars. To wash the cars and cleaning swimming pool and do everything, you know. They were being tender too much. I was like their baby. Yeah, because by the time they didn't have babies, I was only one. They look after me. Reason being that the time I work with him, he promised me that he's going to get me a license, driver's license, then in order to work me to uplift my skills.
Yeah.
But he pushed me to work because to do the plumbing, you know. But I want to drive. Yeah. I don't want the plumbing, you know. I don't want the plumbing still, you know. But I can't tell him that because it's like I'm disappointing him because I can see he want to upgrade me, you know. I agree, you see, do N1 up to N6, but N6, but it wasn't inside my.
So
fortunately, because I was looking for driving, I bought a license, you know. Someone.
And ngani sesikhathi usasebenza kuyo?
Usasebenza ke,
Yeah.
yabona. Because I'm rushing to drive now.
Yeah.
I bought a license there in Durban, you know. Someone gave me a driver's license with 600 rand. By that time, the 600 rand was...
I was going to say 600 baby.
It was very big money, yeah. But I tried because I want to drive, you know. Then by that time we were using that ID, that Tompasi.
Yeah,
they call it Tompasi. Yeah, I still call it.
In fact, ile brown in it.
No, not the brown one. No, the green
after.
one. Yeah, it's
No,
after.
no.
Yeah.
Starting brown.
Yeah, scaling a brown.
But we brown is a green.
Green.
Oh, no, starting a brown.
Yeah, ngene ku green. Anginibona sacole nje mniki. And I used to support your music, bro. I won't lie to you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, but after that, ngamtshela lo mlungu ukuthi senginencwadi manje.
Yes, the wing jahe ngakhona ni. Sengifuna ukubona ungena ijele.
Yeah,
story ngifilo ngasihamba slow.
Senginencwadi zokushayela manje. Obanginikeza imoto. Ngashayela imoto. Lo engixhumanisile ngayizokuthi uboshiwe lezi incwadi ngoba sikhona engihamba naye. Uboshiwe lezi incwadi lezi. Ngiqinisele nami ngaboshwa. Kanti ngizoboshwa ngiphethe zona lezi incwadi.
Uboshelwa zona.
Zona lezi incwadi ukuthi azi-unlicensed azilokhuzana. But fortunately, because that guy was a good heart, he pushed me to get a really nice driver's license. And that angase ngiyashayela-ke ilokhuzana imoto zakhe. Hey, the problem started when he moved from here to Australia. The guy, Maris.
Yes. Uhambe nini?
Hey, uhambe ngo... I think when it was 1990, 92, something like that. Because he used to visit Australia. And then I have to lose a job. This is where the problem started. And I was still at a younger stage. Maybe I was 24 years, you know. Then after that, you know, impilo uhlangana nabantu emgaqweni, trying to make things happen, you know. Then you end up going in prison. But I won't lie to you. I pray a lot while I was there in prison.
How long did you stay in prison?
I was sentenced 30 years.
What?
30 years.
Sure.
Yeah. I was sentenced 30 years. That young lad, he was very young by the time. That young lad, maybe he was...
Oh, Besekakon.
Besekakon, yabona. And umawake,
and then Besekakon.
I tried to solve 2 cars because by that time I had 2 cars, you know. I had Corolla, ababebiza ngokuthi i-Aina, elikhumbula i-Aina.
Yeah, yes.
I had a Ford Laser, you see. Phela the time ngiluza umsebenzi khona imali engangibekile encane. Ngase ngiphanda ngase ngiyaboshwa ngoba manje I want to
singayilapha. Waboshwa nje.
Yeah. Bengisuhela.
Mara ngoba mina ngithanda indaba ngifuna ukubuza kahle ukuthi mara uboshwa kanjani?
Bengisukela.
Oh bebakusukela.
Angithi mina phela ngihamba nabantu anginawo phela if you moving ngiyako wena uthi ngathi we lifestyle then uhambe nabantu aba osomatekisi sinafolo be-tax ngeke ukuthi awuna itekisi yabona lo
sifaka nonke
basifaka sonke ke lapha yabona ngoba kokuzanya inhlanhla
manje uphuma kanjani ngoba kumele uhlale 30 years
no ngathi asalezi imoto zombili zo2 I spoke to my wife ngingaphakathi uma wakhe wayese girlfriend by the time then after that wadasa lezi imoto wafuna abameli everything went very slow yabo but you won't believe it umuntu ongaphakathi ejele wayewumele wayeboshiwe he's the one to the application
one of the inmates and ungathola ukuthi ufundele phakathi na
yeah na uphakathi une problem but he did it
wafunda ukuba yilawyer
wayefundela ukuba yilawyer then he did it for me
wakusiza
wangisiza ngaphuma
yena
wasala yena
that's a good one. And then Maupuma?
The time I came back to outside, I pray a lot because even inside, I used to pray. Because even inside, not to say I learned to do stage players, keep myself busy. And I was got a brown plate, brown black plate as well. And I used to be part of the sports. There was Nhlanhla, who's Nhlanhla Shelembe Aphiwe.
Oh yes, Nhlanhla
Mbambo.
Nhlanhla Mbambo.
He was the president of HIV.
Okay.
We used to move with them,
Yes.
you know, because now if he
Which prison was this?
Westville prison.
You know, it's so funny that when I started performing at a prison, was a Westville prison. Sehanju so big
Kwafika no Oskito laphana.
Yeah, sifike before Boskilo, ufike thina no neBhumshaka qala ne Abashanti.
When it was?
Dala you 95 or something.
No.
Yeah, bungakafiki lapho.
Bengafiki lapha mina ngena
Bungakwazi
ngo-2000 ngena
nokuganga ngaleso
ngo-2000
sikhathi.
bengazi
Yeah,
nalutho
no.
lapha yabona. Then
So
after
mina ngene before wena lapho.
yeah wena ungena uvakasha wena.
Bengivakashile but I expired. Maybe yena lawyer.
Yeah.
Yatshelwa yimi ukuthi funda ndoda.
Yeah. But I pray. I said, this is not me. I was trying to see who am I. You see. Then I pray. I said, God help me. Let me check who am I first. You know, because I want to change life. I wish God to help me to be your tools and work. I'm sorry of what I've done to you before.
But tell me, when you are in jail, ungaphakathi, and you are praying, do you even think God is listening?
I was thinking that God is listening because the way I pray.
Yeah.
Would please give me a second chance and use me as your tools.
To go educate others outside.
To go and educate others outside because this is not a place to be.
Kunjani phakathi?
Akukho right phakathi. Akukho right ukuboshwa uvalelwe ngo-3. Then you're doing exercise, you can't do anything, you got a vision, you don't get any money to survive, and the time is going, is moving, then you not want to, that time once it's going, you never turn it back. It's not the right thing to do.
And now trying suicide
2 o'clock, they master. The other guy, he killed himself, he was caught running business there in front of me. The time we woke up in the morning, the guy was already dead.
Yeah, because I'm
But
thinking...
he was nervous because you won't believe it. One of his accused, after 3 years, they take him back, come out because of the nerve and lose a hope. He thought it's the end of the road. Then he killed himself.
And you might find out maybe he was not even the guilty one.
Maybe he was not even the guilty one.
But then what makes you stay on inside the prison? What gives you that hope that one day things will be fine?
If you are a human being, you must live with the hope. Because as I'm here to you, I'm thinking that maybe in 2 years come, maybe I can have 2 billion rand. I know, maybe it can't happen. It can't happen. You can't underestimate yourself.
And then I like what you are saying because it's inspirational. You go, you believe in yourself, and even now you are saying you still believe at the moment. Let's say we are Puma, and then how do you revive yourself, and how do you end up raising the son and maybe other kids? What makes you believe? What makes you work hard?
I did the very same thing that I was thinking that God helped me to educate others to not go inside. Then I used to work with coronal service as well, to be part of it. Any locals and activation to be part of that, even outsider, to help the generation. Now I just involved myself. Raising being that I didn't do it because I didn't get even a cent. I was using under my own expense, because what I did, I looked the job to. I go and train and look the job to drive the tractor, the tractor TLB, in order to survive. Then I get certificate to try the tractor. I know how to drive a tractor, TLB, because I'm uneducated. Where can I get a job?
Yeah.
You uneducated. What job? Because I don't have a certificate, I've got nothing.
And then the idea of ending up forming your own production company,
The idea of forming the
because I'm trying to.
I didn't start for that thing first. First thing, I ran a truck. I'm supplying the bread distributor. I had a job because I took the money there and saved the money. Then I applied a job at Premier Food. Then I had a truck.
Premier Food is based in KZN.
It's based in KZN. Yeah. And there is, I think they call it Sploryborn as
but
well.
I think the head office is there.
Then I supplied the bread. So I used to drive the truck by myself. You see, After that, I can see I make some little bit cash. Then I bought a parking. You see, because it was limiting me for kilometers, the truck, you know. In order to save kilometers and limit the trucks, do not charge extra cash. It's better to buy a truck because the only to fund is 4,000 rand a truck. But once I'm using more mileage on the truck, you pay maybe another 10,000, 20,000 rand. In order to save that, let me buy a truck. Let me buy a parking.
But the park is still doing the very same job.
The park is still doing the very
But
same
they're
job.
paying you directly.
then they pay me directly because we're working according to the sales, the volume according to sales. Because you look for the customer, the client, and you're paying for the rebate, you putting diesel and everything, stuff like that. Because I didn't have money for that, there's some other company was in between called Benchmark. That one holds the authority to buy all of us the trucks, you know. Is paying everything they build for us. But we signed the truck from Premier Ford, the contract from Premier Ford.
So when WP benchmark when wire direct?
No, not direct, but they did tell us there's benchmark in between. Because you don't have money, you don't have a finance. Who's going to finance you, you don't have money.
And then for how long
but you
did
want
you
a
do
truck.
that?
I did it 2 years, and after that I stopped them.
And
then I said I can do it by myself because now I'm running 5 trucks now.
For Premier Food
From
still?
Premier Food still.
I love beautiful stories like that because it's hard to imagine those things, more especially for today's youth. I'm sure even your son looks at you as you speak every day at Mara Lumuntu Yapad.
But I was fortunate to get that 5 trucks on the roads.
Yeah.
Because each and everyone must have one truck and 2 trucks.
Yeah.
So the time that the business for Premier Food went down, there was a strike. So they didn't have, they called all the vendors, the people that they call us as the vendors, because they were trying to implement that black empowerment economy.
Yeah.
So we are about 22. I was a part of it.
Yeah.
25 guys. So the time was a strike. Those people, not under vendors, they called these people in order to use this truck, to use the other one trucks, you know, while they got a strike. But nobody agreed because I was not on that meeting. So after that, they called me. They said, let's call Shelembe. You won't believe it, on the boardroom, there was white people there because all the management come from the other side. They called me on the board. They said, Shelembe, we got a problem now. The trucks, all these trucks here, 70 trucks, need to be out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So now everybody refused. What are you going to do? I said, me, I can do it.
Yeah.
They said, sure. I said, yeah, I can do it.
When then?
No. Those one, all my colleagues, they said, no, I won't do it. I said, me, I can do it.
Yeah. Oh, so when you'll continue working?
I can continue working tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I can bring the trapper tomorrow.
I thought you said when...
No,
okay.
I told the management that I can do it me by myself. They won't believe it. The company gave me 40 trucks to run it by myself.
And then they started paying
They started paying me everything. This is where I pick up.
So what other businesses are you doing?
I did car rental as well.
Okay.
So what I did in car rental, you see, what is ringing to my mind, there's so many people who's blacklisted, you know. They can only find now their names are not clean. It doesn't mean that you mustn't drive the car. Understand?
Yes.
So I came up with the idea because I've got a little bit of experience for the cars. I used to hire the cars in different companies. I won't name it here because they can put me in jail again.
Yeah.
I used to get a car, so in different brand, take that 40,000 rand. Then I opened the Shelembe car rental. I opened the offices in Durban with no money.
Yeah.
Then after that, I hired a lady at the office. I hired someone who's going to wash the cars here because I had the capital for paying the office for three months to see that business if it's going to sustainable or not. So what I did, if I hired a car, the company say 200 rand, I charge you 400 rand. The extra driver, if there's extra driver. Because I want to make profit.
Yeah.
You know, you are blacklisted. You understand?
Also the advantage is because
the advantage
people
is
that
you
are
get
blacklisted.
Yeah, I can.
And come into a credit card.
No. You give me cash. You give me cash. No, not credit card. Yeah. And then after that, you see, the time I started this business when it was 2015. On my yacht, I had 15 cars waiting for the clients.
But that's scary. What if I refuse to pay you?
If you refuse, you can't get a car because I've got a constitution for that. I still some other constitution for the other car hire to do it here in the Shelembe current child. If
but
if
when you are accepting,
I'm accepting, yeah. But if you're doing they say you are the lifestyle, a car hire. Me, I'm Shelembe car hire. Then I took the lifestyle car hire co-holder. Then I'm putting Shelembe key holder.
When's the contract work?
Yeah. Then after that, you know that what you call
But when ungathi mangibhekile ungathi ile kind le bezothi mfana wami pay.
Yeah, they used to pay.
Yeah, ngoba ngiyakubona ngathi le contract boyisebenzisa nje udisguise kahle kahle. Mina mangibhekile nje ngibona la mehlo.
And the other thing, I used to put you know this tracker called magnet. Maybe you don't know. Maybe first time you hear that.
Yeah.
There's a tracker. It's a magnet.
Yeah.
I can track your car now. I
And
can put a magnet.
Uyafika.
Come again?
Mangakubhatalang ufika wena.
Yeah, ngifika straight la.
Uyangithusa manje sengisaba nokubuza amakho.
I was want to make it cash, bro.
Yeah.
I want to make it cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cash only. And then
yeah.
Did you ever get into the taxi business?
I've got it. I'm in the taxi business.
Oh.
I've got 5 taxis. I've got 5 taxis. So we'll come there. Let me finish this one.
Yeah.
And then after that, then after that, I make cash. You understand? Because the clientele, how I make the clientele, like you, Arthur, I trust you. In order to make my database to make it work, you're gonna come with some other person here to make to build the database. Because if that guy come, he don't come with my car, I do not smash your car, I'll come to you, say, hey, you bring your friend here now, what's happening here? But after this, I ran that thing 11 months. Then because I was caught as such, I had the profit, a capital of 250,000 rand a year. Then I went to West Bank. West Bank borrowed me 2 million rand to run proper the business.
Yes, that's how you.
They said this is where I started correctly. You know, to leave everything that. But they said they only give me handily the 210. You must go.
Invest it in the
you
business.
can invest it in the business. So I bought 20 cars with the 2 million.
So the car rental is still there?
No.
Okay.
I had a downfall on the COVID.
Okay.
Because, you know, the COVID started March.
Yes.
Then 6 months.
Yes.
Then I didn't afford to do it. Then I changed my mind. I said, no, let me open the Shelembe the Shelembe security. It's
so you also have a security
I still got a security now.
Yeah.
So I still 5 cars. That other 1 car is I just let the people to rent to buy in order to minimize.
So you still have the 5 taxis and then you have a security company?
I've got a security company now.
How long have you had a security company?
I think it's 4 years.
Yeah. So you started car rental because of COVID, because obviously there was no business.
Yeah.
Taxis are back.
Yeah.
You've got a security company.
Yeah.
You've also got
trucks to run the bread distribution.
Oh, you're still doing
I'm running business. 5 trucks, yeah.
And now you started the production company.
Now we're starting production company.
What made you get into the movies?
The problem, that thing was inspire me because I used to love this thing, but now the problem is I knew that because I did my own research, nobody can believe you till you do it.
Yes.
You see, I said, no, the best thing to do, let me do the working capital first in order to shoot and show them. Because I've tried, I saw that nobody interested.
It's expensive to do movies in this country.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
Hence, if you have looked around, you'll see that even most of the movies that are done by white people, they've got sponsors.
Yeah.
What made you be brave to do a movie?
The best thing to do, I said, in order to show them, let me pick the big brand actors. Then I tried to socialize with them. Who am I? What I want to do? Because I had someone who's a very good scriptwriter. I had someone who was an actor but is talented, because my job is to check the search challenge. I saw the guy that is more than an actor. He can be a director. But if you look at him, they use him as an actor.
Here's thinking I mean
Yeah.
in doing movies in South Africa.
Yeah.
You do it and you don't know where to distribute it.
Sure, correctly.
Because I'm thinking you are on your third movie now.
Yeah.
You did Taxi Bosses.
Yeah.
And I forgot the other one, and the one that
of course, that I don't know. I did
Yes.
another talent search. I saw that I don't know. Looked at the script, and the guy is got it, but he don't have financial things, you know. But he's got this.
Manje adlala phi? Because it's
No,
hard.
no. For now, they think doing the subtitles not finished yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you do them and you're going to try and sell
I'm
them.
going to try and sell them because I've got a little bit of experience now.
Yeah, but the danger is, what if no one buys into the story?
But fortunately now, you know, you make network, you know. You try to your best to push yourself and make network to fail Uti Trimiako to come through, you know. But I believe in that as well, you know.
But the losses of paying actors, locations, all these things,
yeah, fortunately.
because they're killing your business. One of your
Yeah.
business might end up struggling just because of that.
But life is risk, anyway. If you didn't push it this thing lifestyle,
Oh, yeah.
you shouldn't have here.
Oh, yes.
If you
Yes.
don't believe it to that.
And I'm one of those that is not scared to take
See,
risks.
I'm not a person who's scared to take risks.
Yeah.
You
Because
know,
you never know. It's
I
win or lose.
always tell myself, you win or lose on the road.
Wadlalile ama-dice.
Kakhulu amadayisi ngiwadlale kakhulu.
Guys, who's got dice? Unawo?
Amadayisi
Ngifuna
ngiwadlale
ukubonisa
kakhulu.
i-movie nje.
Phela ipopo 66 ipopo.
Yes.
Ipopo
Popo
66.
66 never.
Yeah, ipopo. No 43, no 43.
Awudlala ngama-dice. Akuna popo 66. I-crab.
No,
I-crab.
oh, 2-1,
Yes.
yeah. Sengisho ukuthi uma
uyabona ke,
uwina
ngikuxolile.
u66
Mawudlala ama-dice uyazi
u66 no 42 no 51.
Yes, 6-1.
Yeah, no
Yes.
6-1, yeah.
Naku
Yeah.
1-1 naku-crab, yes.
Yeah. Uthi phela long time I didn't have
No,
that, but I
mina ke
remember.
ngikhule ngama-dice ke.
Yeah. Amaphepha
I
kwadlalile.
feel like if I didn't do ama-dice, maybe I wouldn't be where I am today.
Amaphepha.
Ngidlale, no. Mina ngifocus kuma-dice because
Mina mfethu wangibulala u9 amaphepha. Ngawaza waya ku9.
Yeah.
Vele kwakuthi noma ukuthi ngizobiza u7.
Yeah.
Mase kushopha ngempela ngivele ngithi 9.
So
Boy,
mina
that's
ngiphile impilo uyabona icishe yafana neyakho ni
Yeah.
ukuthi mina ngiya ngejele because angenzanga ezinye izinto endleleni.
Yeah.
But lezi zokuphanda I tried my
Wena kangelulu ukuthi uyajele phela ngoba ufamous wawaziyo.
No,
Wawudume
before, zonke lezi
nginawo.
zinto ngizenze before. Masoba famous awuzenzi.
But
lezi
even now I was
ama-dice.
still young, look at you. But by that time, I was suffering by that
Yeah.
time.
Sonke sana.
But you were popping by the
Yeah.
time.
No, I mean, I had to find ways.
well, yeah.
That's why I like what you're doing about creating a platform for others to be in movies. That's
Yeah.
why I like the other interview when you guys were talking about how you're assisting people with these movies. And obviously, you've also crossed the borders to try and get people from Swaziland to come do these movies. But what's the mission behind this production company?
The mission behind this company, I see myself to have my own channel. If I can get 10 million viewers, I can try to apply and get my own channel to assist those people they look down,
And Baning.
to uplift them,
And Baning.
like what you're doing now.
Because
If you are someone else, you should say, if you're coming here, Shelembe, pay us 400,000
Oh, yeah.
rand. You're not helping me there.
Tina,
Understand?
Mina, I said, you know, there's a big market out there
Yeah,
that's not looked at and
Yeah.
that needs this kind of platforms.
Yeah.
Let's go out there and give them the platform, and which is what you are doing,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of risks involved. And
Yeah.
the question I keep asking myself is, can't somebody out there just see ukuthi kahle kahle we are investing in what we believe in, but meet halfway? Don't you ever think about that?
it can happen, but if you look at now, people, they value money than life. They value money in life. If I asked one of my PR, that one, I said, if God can say, I can give you 2 billion rand now.
Yo.
But next year, December, I'm taking your life. What you can choose? That guy said to me, I can say 2 billion must go out. Because I want to live life. You can see people, I can tell you something, I've got more than 2 million, my money is on people, they don't pay back.
Yeah.
Some of the other one, they even block my number. But I don't want to fight back.
Yeah.
I always say, God, help me. Yet I don't want to, this journey that I'm taking, you must fight for that.
Yeah.
But don't let me discourage of what I've got, because I promise you that I want to be a your tool to assist other one. That experience that I've got it, I mustn't take that experience to the other one, because we're coming in different background, you know. But I'm still doing that, you know. I can see art and make another, what you call, if you are a smooth talker, making another deal, then I can do something. Then you knock me again. Then I go to another one.
And it happens all the time.
It happens all the time,
yeah.
Because I'm on the road. I just leave it, let it go, and I forgive them.
Because I go through a lot.
Them. Because I told myself that as I'm breathing, it's not money. It's God. That's why I'm breathing. I don't value money than other things. I wish people, they must think like me. You know, I don't judge people. If you're doing your things because you got your family, you got some people who love you and friends. Because if you're starting acting, people, they can think you're wrong.
Have you ever taken somebody that no one believed in and wabasiza ukuthi bakhuphuke?
Yeah. I've taken a lot of people. Other one, they're playing it, even Uzalo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I just uplifting the other one.
Yes.
This other one guy is a musician. This guy is a witness. He was trying to kill himself. His Mampincha.
Yes.
He was playing with Mampincha,
Yes.
Mapopo.
Yes.
But the guy, you can see him here, is very talented.
Yeah.
That's why I bought a studio. He wrote a song.
You also have a recording studio?
Yeah. I bought a song. I bought a song. He had a song. That song, he said it was last song to his life because he wanted to kill himself. But if you look at him, it was like a para. Then I said, if I'm helping that team, I spoke to my wife. If we help this God, what do you want to lose? Nothing. I wanna lose everything. I can't.
But wouldn't you say now it's easy for you ukusiza abantu kanjalo because you nearly saw flames. You nearly spent 30 years in jail.
Yeah.
So now you know how life can turn around.
I know life how to can turn around, but some other people, once they are there, they don't even take the calls because they think they're big. Me, I'm not doing that. Even you know, like I was doing interview. I don't know how many likes come here. People recommending. Even I'm lazy, I'm tired. I say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know,
to appreciate
yes. And give the person the attention. Because people, the problem, if they're going big, they look other people up and down, nothing.
So, njengoba okhuluma kanje, you make me realize or think about something. Sometimes even when you make it as you grow up, you must still remember where you come from.
Correct.
Do you visit the jails again and go inspire others and go thank some of the people that used to pray with you?
I visited. I'm the one who, the time who came out, it was a big farewell. Everybody to say, because everybody, I was doing good things inside to motivate people. I even wrote a script for Pietermaritzburg with another guy to say, if someone is HIV positive, don't isolate him. Wash him with them up.
Yes.
He's a storyteller, but you can laugh for it. But it keep people learning, you know. You don't have him, you have spoon. You know, remember before, if someone was HIV positive, you have your own cup, you have your own.
Spoon.
Don't share a spoon,
yes,
don't do
I
that.
Remember.
You wash him with a mop.
Yes.
Then you foot it, use a hose pipe and put that like that. Yes.
And now we can actually live with them.
Yeah, but by that time I was activating the people that don't do that.
Yes.
That meant
already
need
knew
your attention. I very knew that because I was moving Nhlanhla. He was the president for HIV and tests. So we did a lot of tests in order to inspire the other one.
And let me ask you a question. You have 3 movies so far. What are their titles and what do they talk about? Do they also inspire people?
You see the taxi bosses especially, it inspiring people that the most taxi owners now is everything is not like before. Other people, if you're talking about taxi, they think about the gun and shooting and everything.
More especially in our province.
More especially in our province. Sometimes it's not like that. You know, some other people, they're running taxis, they call their own things. They're doing separately. But when they're shooting each other, they're shooting in the rank. But you outsider, you don't know anything. He was making a deal with another one. I won't mention that.
Yeah.
Then he died the rank. Then you can think there.
So what's taxi bosses talking about?
He's talking about that first.
Yes.
The people, they must be aware of that.
Aware of
Number
what?
2,
break it down again.
That the people about Babangumzila.
Yeah.
Yes, it happens. Under certain circumstances. You only to find, like me, I've got some other cars that don't have certificate, but long time I did the application. But the taxis are there on the road.
Wow.
As I'm talking to you now, the call can come inside and say, they bought my taxi.
So,
you see?
guys...
And secondly, it expired the driver to notify the driver that the driver, you are a very important person. If you're taking these people, that passenger, you mustn't think there's the bag of cement.
Because I was about to say that you know, there's something that more especially people that live in suburbs don't get to understand. The taxi industry is one of the most important and crucial businesses for the economy of this country.
100.
Because without anybody going through those taxis, they won't get to work.
Yeah.
And the whole economy will suffer.
Yeah.
People that sit in those houses, beautiful houses and offices in suburbs, don't actually realize that everybody that goes and work in those places have to go through that taxi.
Yeah.
You guys play a very important role in our lives, and sometimes one wishes there could be an understanding amongst yourselves as well.
Yeah.
Why ningakwazi ukuhlangana, or is it because of the money that's involved there? The economy.
Like our
there.
association, me and the team, we got our own garage.
Nivule garage.
Yeah, we're running our own garage.
Which is beautiful. I love stories like that. Yeah. Those are the kind of stories.
So our taxis are putting the petrol in our garage. I was the part of it the time they did with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a learning skill, you know, because to our association, nobody kill each other.
Which is better.
We can fight here, but once we come out, we're not enemy.
Yeah.
You know, because if everything's going smooth one way, because I'm scared to tell you.
What do you think causes the taxi fights though?
You see the problem, I won't lie to you.
Sometimes they say it's routes. Somebody wants to go into somebody's road.
You see, bro, if you don't have money, you're always angry. That's reality. If you don't have money, you're always angry. The people can see you running 10 taxis, but you're not benefiting anything. You see, one taxi, you're paying 15,000 rand, then the taxi making 10,000 rand. Where are you going to? That means you must have that lifestyle and other things and do in order to put money. You're not in business. If I was a government, I should enter to this thing just to find out, to check, to like me, if I was in the industry, I should close taxis. People must buy shares, run the business smoothly. Because if you look at the taxi now, they're like flies on the road. You go in Joburg now, how many taxis you go there? You can't reach on time because of the taxes. And these people, they're not making money. When I was at school, the taxi was cash upping 500 rand. But now you can get 500 rand. 20 years ago.
And yeah, that's another thing, yeah?
You see? Because the most taxi industry owner now, they are very clever and they are very well educated, some of them. Some of them, there was a lawyer. Some of them, they were a teacher. Some of them, There's a mix. You understand? Because first thing, the one thing once you run the association, you must do the research. How many people you loading here a year, a day? Because there's passengers going to work, not coming back on Monday. They're sleeping somewhere else. On Friday, those people, they're coming back. Monthly, there's more. Because 15, there's more. Understand? So you must do all the research. You can't keep on putting taxes on the association, taking that 50,000 rand to make you join on the industry, because you're killing the market. So you need to know how to make money on the taxes. So that's what it's something that what we did. That let's count how many people we load. We need how many taxes.
What made you get into the taxi business?
No, I was inspired to one of my friends. You know, once you're staying in Joburg, you say, no, you can't let Shelembe come from KZN and run a taxi, but I'm Arthur from Joburg, you know. But you don't have, I think, into exactly why I'm here. But you're thinking, no, let me run this as well, let me be part of it.
Now one again.
Yeah,
What decided to go
yeah.
So what's the storyline of the other movie?
And to emphasize that other one, the taxi bosses, is to encourage. You can see in the movie that we're encouraging the drivers that they must take passengers as our boss.
Yeah.
Because we can't have taxis with no passengers. So we need to treat them well. And the other thing, you can saw that these passengers, there's ministers there on these passengers. There's teacher, there's police, there's for tomorrow, even the young generation, the schools. You're carrying. So your job is very important.
But let me ask you a question. Why other taxi drivers are always angry towards passengers?
But you know, we're coming in a very different background. Other people, there are emotions. They can put it to you on emotions. I can fight with my wife and then come with another emotions here. So you need to separate that.
But don't you think it's also necessary ukuthi mhlawumbe as taxi owners nibe nama sessions, workshops.
But they do it, some other association, they do it.
Yeah,
and they're smart.
It would help.
Even the way you talk with the passengers, the way you dress up. Maybe you can't drive my taxi, then you tell me it's hot today, you're wearing a vest. It's rather you park my taxi.
Driving a vest?
No, you rather park it.
How we've made it?
No. No. You can't drive my taxi.
Yeah, I get vest.
The vest.
No,
no shade pants in a park.
You're kidding me. Okay, so tell me, I'm interested in knowing about this latest movie that you just did.
Yeah, that
because when we're in training, we're in a festival.
Yeah, I've got another.
Apparently, I'm going to perform in one of your festivals. Mara says alapho. A stage through you.
Yeah.
But as Kulmengale, this other movie with the Swaziland connection.
The Swaziland, I went there. I didn't know anybody at Swaziland. You know?
Where you Manzini?
Manzini.
Okay.
Then I booked.
Yeah, Manzini is like Swaziland.
Then I booked.
Yeah.
You know? Then I just mixed friendship there, you know?
And
yeah. Then I found this guy. Then we talk. You know, once we met each other, like now, it's not easy to trust each other, to build that bond.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know, we used to talk and form the group.
Yeah.
You know? You won't believe that group was maybe 15 people on that group.
Yeah.
After that, we were two of us.
Yeah.
Everyone deleted. Nobody answer. You talk on the group.
Yeah.
Nobody says. So I say two.
Yeah.
You see? Then after that, we're starting something. We're starting events, even there, because I'm the one who was most connected with people running Uzalo and Tonton, all this thing. I took some artists with my bus, go there. They have turnaround of 8,000 people.
Yeah,
know. Because
I used to perform almost every year.
Yeah, even my pastor is shaking like this because they want to take a photo, you know, of which it was building even him to his profile, you know. And then after that, we didn't look it back. Then I formed a song. I said to those artists from Swaziland
and South Africa.
You know.
Yeah,
the song is called Africa Unites. And that song was bombing last week because I put it to MTV base.
Yeah.
It went to number 8 to top 10.
Nice.
After number 8, it went to number 1.
Wow. Beautiful. Nice. So, not from the song, you're also moving into
Then after that, from the song, no, not from the movie. Then the Arts and Culture recognized me. Then they signed an MOU with me. They said,
there's Arts and Culture.
As a Swazian.
Oh, nice.
They said, there's a person that we can work with. We can rely, because I used to spend my money. So what I did, I bought a truck. The truck got a stage. It's got a generator. It's got a daylight screen. It's got a sound.
Wow.
I gave them for awards to check the search a talent in Swaziland for 20 days.
Wow.
That truck, you can hire the truck within 40,000 up front. But I just do it for free.
That's why Arts and Culture came on board.
Yeah, they came on board. They branded. Those trucks, it went all over
Swaziland.
But I make sure I put my driver there. I put my stage manager just to protect my truck.
Yeah, because the sound.
Because I must have my rules as well, you know. Then it works. It works. Once they finish, all those artists on my events, the awards, because I'm doing that event 1st of January. I started 2 years ago. They sent it to my event, 15 artists, those who won. They said, go to Shelembe event. I put on stage.
And the event, your event is in South Africa?
It's here in South Africa.
So they gave you artists to come and perform?
Artists to perform.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I was got the big artists like Dira, Mtandeni, and Babesy, and the others, you know, to share the stage with them, and they were happy.
And where was the festival?
1st January.
Nickel
Dam. It's close to the dam. Or the time you're playing, you see the dam here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
So mara ufuna ukhuluma ngale movie yaseSwaziland?
No, the Swaziland movement it talk a lot about the street kids. You see, all over the country, we got a problem for the street kids. You can't undermine those people because you don't know their background, unless Funga was a club. Because there is a reason. There's some other people who want to find our street kids, but if you sit down, go on their level, have time, you sit with them, you can see the person. This one is talented, but he's got a problem. There was something happening before. You never go to street, just sitting on the street. It's not nice to sit on the street. You know? But there are paras. But you know, if you build more relationship with para, I mean, I can tell you, I've got in Durban relationship with para. But if I park my car, they won't touch it.
Let me ask you a question. Why do we call them Mama Paraville?
I didn't come. It's same thing that uses I don't know what it means. You see, so but if you say para, I don't know what para means. But
what are you saying about the street kids in the movie?
The street kids is to see that street kids who, before you be street kids, that where you start first.
You are a human being.
You are a human being.
Street kid.
Yes, and still there's a time to change the person as a street kid.
So that's what the movie
sometimes we if we get chance with another guy, there's another guy, we make something soup and go and give them the street kids as well, you know, and the blanket.
So on the movie, what are you saying? You acknowledging them, or are you? It's an
awareness.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awareness, you know, and people, they must try to look after their kids, and you know, they mustn't think these people they are useless. They are still human beings because they are still breathing. They're like you. They get hungry like you. Now, if you want a bread, now you can get a bread. But the other person, he can't get a bread anyway. He don't have a shelter, he don't have nothing. But it's human being.
What inspires the direction of your movies? Because I can see you touch on things that have affected you.
It's
somehow.
touched my heart because, you know, most of the storyteller, for people who's a filmmaker, they're not into too much on the street kids, you know? It's something that on the fancy thing and, you know, living good life, some other people living good life, you know? Like where we stay here, you know how look nice here.
Yeah.
You see, so most of the time you look some story like that, but I said this one is unusual, and it's touching not that country Swatini or South Africa, but most of the countries.
When you are shooting these movies, how is the behavior of actors? Have you worked with somebody that's arrogant on stage or on set, or how have they been?
Many.
But how is behavior about Benji?
Hey, some other one there's too much behavior, but you only to find you need him on the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I act like I don't see.
yeah.
Because we need him.
Yeah.
Even the director can get angry. I can say be patient.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's gonna come and go. So just try to push him 2 days or 3 days.
What are some of the demands of the actors?
They demand sometimes hotel,
Yes.
you know,
Which is okay.
which is okay. Demand drinks, sometimes alcohol,
Yes.
expensive one.
In fact, talking about that, there's something that I always struggle to understand. It's called a hospitality rider. Mawubhuka labantu laba kuma-gig. Angithi thina we are always concerned about technical rider ukuthi bazosebenzisani ukuperform a-microphone. But le hospitality leyo ukuthi bathi bathengisa bafuna utshwala, do you also give them those things?
Can I tell you something to this one?
Yeah.
You know how much I pay?
Yeah.
47,000 rand. I calculated the rider only. What? But I got no sponsor, remember?
Yeah.
But I called 47. It's painful, but at the same time, how you can avoid it? Because it's on the game.
Yes, ne? I
don't like it.
I need to have an artist, one of the artists that does that. Because now I'm an artist, so I don't want to say anything.
But
at what point do we say, if you don't do this, I cancel the gig?
But I can tell you something now. If you don't have rider now, there's small opportunity that you can get those people next year.
Exactly.
Because it's like it's legal. You understand?
To do it right.
To do the rider. Because they just give you a call before they came and say, I want this. Most of the time, Hennessy, like Hennessy and the Remy.
I nearly mentioned the brand.
It's too expensive.
Like Abu Hennessy and
yeah, Remy, Hennessy, and MOA. You know? Beside that, maybe ice droppers.
Shame, man.
It's not easy.
Yeah. It must be tough to...
yeah, it's very tough.
Okay, I want to do...
But especially on those big artists.
Yeah. No, I know.
Because those who are still...
It's
easy, you can control that one.
Yeah.
I said, no, man, take a beer, man. Don't take it. You see, you can see I'm trying to make money.
Yeah. But do you end up making money out of those festivals?
No. For the first one, I didn't make money. I had a loss for 120,000 rand.
Yeah.
The reason being, it was heavy raining. But it's nature.
And into Buhlungu awuthengisa amatikiti before?
Yeah, into Buhlungu ngithengisanga amatikiti before.
Yeah.
But I've learned.
Yeah. With manje, combi ticket, web ticket,
but
what ticket?
This one, I won't lie to you. I had a little bit profit, but the rider.
Yeah.
You know,
like we mentioned. I mean, you lost 50,000, you rider paid.
If I calculate some other thing, I didn't have loss.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I was doing it by myself.
But I hope you're not going to stop.
This one now, I'm going to do it now. Because I'm teaching the young generation that you mustn't rely too much to government. Because I had a group of 60 people. Then I said, you guys put 1,000. I'll put more money. You know what we're doing now? I went to web ticket. The web ticket gave me 300 rand. 3 rand a ticket. So I bought 5,000 ticket.
Wow.
So the ticket will be 150 rand. So next week, I will give each and everyone individually 10 tickets. That will make 750,000 rand. Then we can afford, we can manage.
So you had to come with
You must be clever.
you had to come with other ideas. What's this idea of combining Ilona, motorsports and music? Where did you get that idea? Because it's a brilliant idea.
That motorsport, I've got their guys because they look at my job at Umlazi guys.
Oh.
So they used to they call me, then if they're doing something, they put my name there as well.
Yeah.
Because of a connection now, because I'm build a connection at Swatini as well. So now I want them to go with Bahlanga,
Yeah.
cooperate, then to work together. But I can say, no, I can try to be part of it, and they can own it, but they can be part of it as well.
What's your message to all those people out there that dream to end up like you? There's a lot of people out there that are looking at you and aspiring to be like you. And some of them have had the same challenge, have the same challenges that you've had. What would be the
To
message?
inspire them,
Yeah.
that especially the most artists, those who are big, they mustn't think they'll be always big. They must respect the others. Don't try to push away those people who support you and take photos because you think you are bigger than them. Try to be humble. If God give you that grace, you must try to be humble. Because once you got a downfall, everybody will laugh.
I hope
Because-
I've never refused to give you a photo, ne?
No, never refuse.
Okay, because because I've always tried to take photos with everyone.
So are you
Some promoter was even complaining ukuthi mina ngimthathele isikhathi.
Are you trying to tell me, are you one of those big artists? I can take a photo with you.
And those that are not big, what's the message?
The message, those who's big, they must take this thing that if you are big, one day you will come big, your turn is coming.
Yes.
Make sure the foundation is right. Because once you start building, the bricklayer coming to you, the God turn to you, they starting building the house you won't have a crack.
Wow. And to all the supporters, your daily supporters that support your businesses in KZN and all over South Africa, a message here.
The message is those to people that give me support. I like KZN artists because some other one, they grew up with me. You ask someone who's got a value, because each and every one, I don't take a person that you are doing this, so you are better than who. You understand? But they can come because they understand the vision to say, I'm CEO Pandarapa. So I don't have nothing. But some other one, they can say, Shelembe, we can't do that. Do you know who am I? Me, I'm a brand. You are other. So before I come there, I need 40,000 rand. Because I send something. But I'm teaching them that I'm doing the talent research. I gave them the platform. We on the group with the president. The talent search, if I'm taking the truck, I'm taking for free. And after that, they can come to me looking for the food and the rider. If I've got it, I gave to them. You understand? Because I want them to feel comfortable. You know, that thing. Then I tell them that if you become big, you must try to be humble.
Yeah.
Understand? Because as I've said earlier on, people they rate the money as something that
more than the humanity and
modern life. You see, but in the respect, it can take you a long way if you respect the other people as well. So if you are an artist, you must know where you are getting into. Avoid the drugs. I can't say you mustn't do the thing because I can't judge you, but make it sure you pray for the thing what you're doing in order to success. Once you grow, you go up. It's easy to go down, and inspire them that don't do other things. If you like plumbing, do plumbing. Do other things. Try to do other things, because some of them only find they don't have booking. Maybe for 6 months, 8 months, 1
and
year.
that one can help
But
you.
the guy is on the game. You don't have even the music on the radio. But he's an artist, carry this thing, moving like a, you know, as an artist. But you don't have nothing.
I just want to play a game Nyana now. Are you ready for that game?
Which game?
Le engizokwenzisa yona manje. I give you 2 things, you choose one. Just 5 things.
Yeah.
5, ne?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you prefer the day or the night?
Hey, I prefer the night.
Why the night?
The night because it's a time where you're going to rest and watch TV and forget about what happened in the
Understandable.
day. Yeah.
Durban July or Metro FM or what?
Metro FM.
How? From KZN, you prefer Metro FM or what? Wow, nice.
Then Durban July. Durban July, you're going to waste money there. Metro FM going to expose you.
I like this man. When you reason like me sometimes.
But if you call me to come here, I can come here to you, not July, because there you're coming to
so
expose me.
So everything for you is an investment?
Investment. You're coming to expose me. There I'm going to waste money.
Home or gospel?
Gospel.
Which one is your favorite artist?
What?
Favorite artist ya kuku gospel? Uthanda bani?
Hey. So
By
many.
name?
Yeah.
But as long as quick gospel, you are fine.
Yeah, I'm fine if it's gospel.
I'm a sneaker or shoes?
Shoes.
Okay. The last one. If you were to do a collaboration, would you choose a local celebrity or an international celebrity?
International.
Obviously, I know why, because you'll get more attraction.
Yeah.
Assumption is that.